I mean, the one thing that I do miss about working in a large area shop like that is just the camaraderie, the everyday banter you get with people. Now I feel like I talk way too much to my clients.
Really?
Yeah, I'm probably weirding them.
I am for you.
I'm socially starved.
Yeah, I'm talking for like 3-4 hours.
Let me tell you a story. Look, Xavier here is opening up a tattoo shop. This video is all about him and his shop. And
welcome back to the channel, guys.
Welcome back.
Yeah, what's up? It's your boy X, Matthew, Garcia in the house, Nicole Reeves on her phone, and James Withee in the building. You know what it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm opening my own tattoo shop, guys.
Yeah.
What city is it gonna be in?
It's gonna be in Mesa, Arizona. If anybody is interested, come down. And
Does anybody know what Mesa is? You
It-
know, it's the
it's not
largest
that
suburb.
It is
in the
Phoenix,
entire United
Arizona,
States.
That's
adjacent.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
It has over 500,000 people. Boston, the city of Boston, has like 520,000 people.
That's
has
crazy.
more people than
It's
Miami.
big.
I thought
That's
Mesa
crazy.
wasn't a suburb. I thought it was its own city.
Technically, it's a
It's its
suburb
own
because
city,
it's a
isn't it?
satellite
It is
city
its own
of
city, but
Phoenix, but it's part of the
But
Phoenix
it's all
metro
just-
area.
Yeah, the valley.
it's all just suburbs.
Part of the valley,
and
yeah.
grocery
So
stores.
Mesa, Arizona. If you guys
Let's be
didn't know
real.
what it is,
It's
that's
Phoenix
what it is now.
adjacent. It's
Where I'm
Phoenix
from,
adjacent. It's
where
literally
Matt's
next.
from.
That's where
next
I'm
door.
from
Mesa
too, pretty
boy.
much.
He's from.
It's where I'm not from.
Yeah, he's from Chicago. Wah, wah, wah.
You know,
Yeah, I
best
say
food in the
Mesa.
world.
How long you been working on it?
Yeah, I've been on this grind for the last couple of months. I had the idea for it pretty much prior to us launching this channel. I think James was the only person I had confided in when I was just rolling the idea around of starting the shop. And he gave me some initial direction on how to get started and things I should be looking for and things to put on my list. I actually started looking for a location, I think, what was that? The end of July. It took me about a month to lock down a location. There's a lot of hurdles you have to go through to even find a location. There's so many people that do not want a tattoo shop in their shopping plaza, or they already have one, which just makes it really difficult to find a good location that's going to be feasible for a tattoo shop. So
At least Mesa's pretty easy as far as the licensing goes. Like
It is,
the
$10.
usage permit. Yeah.
$10.
What?
yeah,
pretty easy to
business
get
license
approved.
is $10.
Yeah, you get your business license, and they really don't have a lot of
Crazy.
regulation over tattoo shops and like where you can open them.
Yeah.
And
Arizona in
Gilbert.
general.
Arizona in general is the Wild West when it comes to
is
tattoos.
crazy. There's no
Yeah,
health.
it is.
There's
But
no
Mesa
health
used to be
department.
really hard. It used to be really difficult to get a license to open up a shop there.
No health department, no inspectors, none of that crazy shit that you get in other states, which I'm very grateful for. Because then, like, you know, your space has to be up to code, and you have to have a clean room and sinks and whatever the health
every
department
station.
requires.
Yeah, being clean sucks.
Yeah. I mean, the game has changed though, man. Like nowadays, you don't really need all that shit in order to run a respectable
Yeah,
tattoo
you don't
shop
need an
that's
autoclave.
clean.
Yeah, you
You
don't
just
need you just
run
need
a disposable shop.
Disposable everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything's single use and it's good to go.
Needles
you know?
disposable, tubes disposable. I don't have an autoclave in my shop.
Right,
So.
you don't need it.
Yeah.
You don't need any of that shit anymore. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, it's been a ride trying to do this shit, dude. I locked down my location in August. It's going to be called Hive Tattoo Collective. I've been building it out for the last say 30 days or so, maybe half a month to a month, and I'm pretty much at the end of that road. I've spent probably over $40,000 on trying to put this thing together. And yeah, it's been a lot of work, hiring contractors, painting. I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, and probably by the end of next week, that shop will actually be open,
Tight.
and ready for business.
Hell yeah.
Did we talk about what it's gonna be called?
Hive Tattoo Collective.
Tight.
So
It's crazy because we've got you just opening a shop. Matt just went to a private studio, and then you've had Dark Horse for 7 years.
2014, right?
2016.
2016?
So around
2016.
7 years.
Yeah.
That's
And then you got me who's not doing shit, and that's how I like it.
you would never open a shop?
I don't know. It was crazy, like going from Dark Horse. It was like literally my only exposure to tattooing. Like that was like my birthplace and my home. Going to like a different shop and just
She
being
was
like,
conceived.
I was like, yo,
Dark horse.
I don't know. I don't think I'd want to deal with other people's like bullshit a little bit. Like there's certain stuff and there's stuff where it's like if people are, you know, acting a fool and you have to be like, hey, don't do that, or like firing people, I don't want to do that. But like I feel like Dark Horse is at such a high caliber that you don't really have those low artists. But that's it. I don't know. I don't feel like I'd like to deal with like not necessarily like the upkeep, like buy supplies, stuff like that, but like the interpersonal issues between artists,
Just
if
managing
shit like
people.
that. Yeah, I don't really want anything to do with that. But like that being said, I'm 2 years in and I'm 25.
Yeah.
In 10 years, that might be a different story.
What do you think? Do you think about like your future as far as like financial security?
I
and
plan
financial
on dying.
freedom?
Just kidding.
No, I'm
In the
serious.
middle of a
Well, what
tattoo.
future?
Don't give me your 25-year-old answer. Like, do you really think about like your end game?
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think about that?
I feel like, to be completely honest, right now my focus, just at being this early in my career, is all about keeping my head above the water. So that's kind of where my head is, unfortunately. Instead of playing the long game, I'm trying to just be like, I need to get better at tattooing. I need to pay my bills. I need to build
get
a
it. You're
clientele.
pushing-
But that's kind of
is what you're
normal
doing.
for like where I'm
you're
at.
Sisyphus right now. You're pushing your boulder up the mountain, but
Yeah.
eventually you're gonna get to the peak of that mountain, and then that boulder's gonna roll downhill, and it's not gonna be a boulder. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a snowball at that
It
point.
is something that I need to think about.
True, but you definitely. She's right about having to kind of be established and have your own clientele that's really, really rock solid before you open up your own shop, because it is a big like set of expenses that you incur when you're opening your own shop, and you know this, you know, from personal
crazy.
experience right now.
It's way more than
you
what I
got your
projected.
rent, you got your insurance, you have electricity, you got utilities,
You got your
cable
Hive
bill,
lights.
you got
It's been a
security
lot.
system shit, and you have all this stuff to pay for. And if you can't sustain it on your own, then it's real risky opening a shop up. I mean, you got like those dudes that owned Modern or whatever that were non-tattooers that did
Yeah.
it.
milking it.
But those don't really last. I've never seen a non-tattooer shop last for a long time, with the exception of one that I won't mention the name of or whatever, because they're pretty successful and I don't want them to think I'm talking shit or whatever. But that dude's a piercer, so he's still in the industry or whatever,
yeah,
like, or in a related one. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
he
I
was
worked for
successful
that
with it.
dude.
Yeah, he was successful with it, but also that was a different time. You know what I'm saying? So. But yeah, as far as the stuff Nicole was talking about in terms of managing people, I mean, Matt don't have to deal with none of that shit because he's in a
Yeah.
private studio now.
Private studio.
I mean,
so
I feel
it's-
like
it's
because
nice.
everyone's at a higher level too with you, it's not really a thing. But if you're working, if you open kind of like a street shop, I've seen like fist fights, I've seen all kinds of crazy shit. People don't get along, and I was like, maybe this is not for me.
Vetting your artists is really important.
Yeah.
The camaraderie is everything, dude.
Yeah,
Yep.
you need a solid crew, and I don't know if I have the skills for that. I don't know. I saw an ugly side of it, where I've seen like the perfect side of it, and then I've seen what it looks like if it's not, if you've got issues. And I was like, I don't really with
A
that.
squad can make or break a shop.
Yeah. it
Yeah,
can ruin
for sure.
I can.
So
Yeah.
I agree. Like, I think that's probably the hardest aspect of opening the shop, is really taking your time to invest in people's character as well as their artistic ability. And then those two things also have to, run parallel to every other artist that works there. They all have to be moving in the same direction. If they're
Yeah.
not, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, you said you
So-
already got a couple artists that you're thinking about hiring?
I have my apprentice, and me and her vibe really well together. And then there's an artist that works in Cottonwood, which is a couple hours north of the Phoenix area. And there's a really good artist up there that's interested in working with us that has a good relationship with my apprentice already. They're already like best friends. So that already feeds into the camaraderie aspect, as well as the artwork that she's producing. It already looks like she's been tattooing for like 3 or 4 years, and this is her second year of her apprenticeship. She's doing really, really good work. Really good work. So she has, in my opinion, she's got a lot of potential to be something awesome, as well as my apprentice also has a lot of potential to be awesome. She has a degree from ASU in art. She can paint, draw her ass off. There hasn't been any assignment that I've thrown her way that she hasn't completely obliterated and knocked out.
How
beast.
Your place, like how many artists can it hold?
It probably can hold about 7 or 8. If I plan accordingly, it's 1,300 square feet.
Okay,
so it's all open room setup, right?
Open floor.
Okay.
Open floor setup.
Yeah. Ask you that, yeah.
So like the way I think I want to do it is have the waiting room area in the center of the shop if I can fit it, and then line the walls with tattoo stations.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, because they need to be up against the wall pretty much, right? They need outlets and they need all that stuff. So that's actually not a bad.
So
you
like
can put
right
couches,
now,
like a square of them or something like that.
I have one couch right now that came with. I bought the contents of this guy's entire shop for about $6,500. It's probably about $30,000 worth of equipment for $6,500.
Yeah.
But he gave me a really nice couch. But what I'm planning to do when I have more disposable income is get a circular settee couch and throw that right in the middle. So like you can sit literally in the center of the room.
Split in half to where you can enter through 2 sides and then there's a table in the middle or something?
No. It's just I'm going to get rid of the table altogether at some point. And I'll just have a circular couch that sits in the middle of the room. So you're sitting, there's a spine, and then you sit around the spine, around the entire
cool.
room.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you're facing outwards?
Right. It'll be like pretty much the centerpiece of the shop, like a nice Victorian center circular couch.
That sounds cool.
I feel like Salt and Light did that a little bit, where they've got a waiting room in the front, but now that they're at their new location, they also have chairs in the middle amongst everybody's stations to hang out at.
Yeah,
so
you can hang out
cool.
and you can look at shit. I think I'm going to put TVs on both sides of the shop, one on this side, one on that side. So wherever you're sitting, you'll still be able to see.
Have something to watch while you're sitting.
Something to do, and you'll also be able to interact with everyone in the room, everything that's going on. So I think that would be cool.
I really do like the open type vibe. Like I love having my own room and decorating, but I also love being able to talk to everybody else because like I love my coworkers
and watching
so
other people.
much. Yeah, I love to talk to them, but I have to get my lazy ass up and go in their room.
That's how it is. I feel when you have private rooms versus open floor, it creates 2 different shop dynamics. So it just depends on what you want. Open floor, it makes it easier to have that tighter knit camaraderie. I like both too. I worked at your shop and had private rooms. It was cool because I do whatever I want. I had room. I had my own storage closet. I could play my own music, and I can design my room how I wanted to.
Your own atmosphere.
But if I want to come and be, it was also different because I felt like I came in your room more because it was on my side of the room.
That's true.
Versus going across the hall to go see what was going on with Sam and Brandon.
Yeah.
Versus, I've worked in open floor shops where we just scream across the room.
Yeah, you're all just talking. The client says something. So everybody chiming
engages
off.
Together.
There's different strengths and weaknesses.
It's just different.
Yeah,
just depends.
Music is a thing too.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
As far as like, okay, well, what are we listening to? If it's an open floor shop,
everyone has to be okay with it, or
the
you have
volume
to put headphones.
No
on
reggae. No syndrome of
none of that. Yeah.
So like everyone has to compromise. Everyone has to compromise a lot more for sure. So like, their strengths and weaknesses to both.
There's strengths and weaknesses financially to both too. If you have private rooms, then it costs more for like artist for artist, like the facility or whatever. Paying rent, it costs more as the shop owner. If you have an open floor plan, you can fit more artists in a smaller area without having those walls kind of get in the way. They can kind of tuck their chairs at different angles or whatever and tattoo around each other. It limits
how much money you can maximize out of space.
Yeah, if you have private rooms, it's more expensive for the owner for sure. Yeah. How about your spot, Matt? With your private studio, how's that experience been?
That's good. I mean, the one thing that I do miss about working in a large area shop like that is just the camaraderie, the everyday banter you get with people. Now I feel like I talk way too much to my clients.
Really?
Yeah, I'm probably weirding them.
Dying for it.
I'm socially starved.
Yeah, I'm talking for like 3-4 hours.
Let me tell you a story.
Matt, you think you'll ever transition and get your own shop and shit?
Maybe. I don't know. Honestly, like I just want to see how this goes for a little while. I would eventually like to do something like that. Mm-hmm. But again, like how Nicole was saying, it's like just managing people is a pain in the ass. You kind of have to have the right people, which can be difficult to find in this industry.
Takes a long time.
Yeah,
100%.
Especially with so many options out there on where to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of different options for artists now when it comes to private studios or street shops where it's like walk-in based or percentage based or whatever. If it's like shops where it's appointment only, if it's open air, if it's private room, if you want to just tattoo out of a hotel room, if you just want to be a traveling tattooer, there's so many options for tattooers now.
A lot of different ways to live your life as a tattooer. It's strange.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm trying this avenue right now, seeing how it works, which, I mean, it works for me. It's nice. It's cool, but yeah, it's just quiet. That's the one thing.
Wow.
So, but
Yeah, no one's coming in there and like sexually harassing you.
No one's trying
I was trying to play with your wiener.
He's like, I missed
bro.
that.
Yeah, that's the one thing I miss. You know?
I can be a friend to you.
Yeah.
Anybody got to you yet?
Yeah, exactly. Shawshank.
Anybody got to you yet?
Yeah. So when you say you're opening it, what, next week?
Hopefully. Actually, right after this, we started filming today at 9 o'clock. We're going to be done around probably 12. And after that, I have to be at my location at 1 o'clock to meet up with my friend who works in construction, who's going to help me install the last thing that needs to be built into the shop. I'm putting like hexagon-shaped overhead lights to replace the just the usual light fixtures that you find at your usual small business, to give it a different kind of flair, a little bit more razzle dazzle to it.
Are you gonna be doing like a grand opening?
Nah, I think I'm just gonna get straight to work. What I am gonna do is probably do like a flash sheet.
Bees.
That probably will be on it, but like I'm just gonna do like flash sheets for the homies and like family, friends type of shit. So anyone who wants to come through, it'll probably be like $100 flash sheet deal. I'm also gonna do like a tattoo raffle where I'm raffling off 3 full day sessions. And do a limited amount of tickets. Even if you lose, though, all the money that you spend can get applied to your own full day session. That way, people don't feel like they're getting they're losing out or feeling like they just lost and they just gave me money just to give me money. And then I also use that as a way to like promote the shop's Instagram and my own Instagram.
Do you already have an IG for it?
I do.
What's it called?
Ink Hive Tattoo Co. is the Instagram, and then I'll just be having them promote my personal page and the shop page for that raffle, as well as buying the ticket in order to enter to win for that. And then that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing for that, probably for the whole month that I'm open. I'll let that raffle run for probably about 30 days, and then I'll announce the winners live. And then pretty much after that, it's just, business as usual. Not really be doing too much else. Maybe like periodic tattoo giveaways to keep promoting, as well as promotional posts, Instagram, Facebook, whatever ads I can get in on, because I kind of want to make a hybrid shop of where, because like right now I work in like a pretty private appointment only type space, and I've also worked in high volume walk-in. I kind of want a hybrid of both, where like if you want to be appointment only, you can, but the walk-ins are there if you want them to be.
That's
there.
a bit how Dark Horse is. It
It
just
is.
depends on the person.
Depends on what you want.
Yeah, some people are like, I don't do walk-ins, and other people, does matter.
Exactly.
Some people don't like to be booked out that far.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
they
they'll
just
have
take
caps on how
walk-ins
far
and-
they're booking and
yeah.
stuff. So, yeah.
So I want to be able to provide both. So that's why I'm gonna do my best to try and
I
get
think
the
that's a
shop as
good
busy
idea.
as possible.
Hell yeah,
Sounds good.
it's exciting, man. Congratulations on that, though, brother.
Thanks, man. It's been kicking my ass. I've literally had nightmares about this shit.
I bet. Stressing.
Can't like talk about everything I'm having nightmares about on camera, but
Yeah,
it's coming to a
worrisome.
close.
It's stressful.
It's very stressful.
Starting a
dude.
business will teach you who you are.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like I'm built for it, though. Dude. I feel like I have the mind for it. I think I can handle we're talking about picking the right crew and all that kind of shit. I really think I have what it takes to do it the right way. I think I'm made to interact with people like that. I think I can do that shit and be successful at it while still trying to manage my own career.
Hell yeah.
So
I think it's going to work.
I'm stoked.
I believe in you.
Yeah, I got good people around me. I got mentors I look up to that's helped me with this shit. Looking at you, James. And a couple other people that have been helping me doing this shit. So I appreciate everybody that's been in my corner helping me get this shit done.
It's all right,
But
man.
Thanks, man. Thanks for, watching the video. I don't really got nothing else to say about it.
All right, cool.